Hey everybody, Ryan Gronfiner with the Restaurant Boston. Today, I'm going to bring you a great video about competing with your competitors, the difference between better and different. There's a huge difference, and I want you to compete on different, not better. I'm going to explain that to you coming up right now. Today is April 26th of 2023. I'm coming to you live from the Restaurant Boss World Headquarters, the intergalactic headquarters just outside of Austin, Texas. And I just got off the phone with a client. They are in Glasgow, Scotland. Been working with them for about 3-4 months on their 3-unit brand. They serve German doner kebabs, and they serve peri-peri chicken and some other really fun, cool things. Their branding, everything is incredible. Huge TikTok following. Just doing a really great job. They have signed a lease on their 4th, and they're looking at and about to sign a lease on their 5th location. But they have goals of being a 100-unit chain throughout the UK and Europe. There is a competitor that they have their eyes on. And today's conversation was a really interesting one, because when I asked them what they do different or better than their competitor, what they do different from their competitor, their answer was, our food is better. And I had a really long conversation with them about how vague the term better is. I may think it's better, you may think it's better, but this person doesn't. Or they may think it's better and I don't think it's better. Better is very hard to compete with. So today I'm going to give you a couple examples of why I would prefer you to compete on different, on unique, on distinguishing factors over better. But the first thing I want to say before all of the haters out there say, well, your food has to be better than them, otherwise, whatever. Like, let's just start with the baseline. I've been saying this since day one of my coaching and consulting with the Restaurant Boss. The bar for food today is set so high. If your food is not awesome, amazing, epic, delicious, you just shouldn't be in the game. Like, there's just no game for you to be playing right now. Even at low value, like even at less expensive restaurants, maybe fast food or higher value restaurants, the food is still really good. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, there were restaurants with really bad pizza. Today, even the bad restaurants have really good pizza. Otherwise, they just wouldn't be in business. So let's just first work off of an established baseline. Your food is good. Your competitor's food is good. Is yours better? Maybe. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And I'm going to bring on my screen. I'm going to share with you in 2 different examples what I mean by this. So give me a second here. I'm not a master of technology, but right now you should be seeing my screen. And what you should be seeing is just simple Google search images for In-N-Out. Now, many of us know In-N-Out, and depending on where you are in the world, you may or may not know In-N-Out. If you don't know In-N-Out, you should really study this brand. They are a monster, the 800-pound gorilla in the fast food hamburger market in the United States. They are the better than solution to your fast food. But the thing that I always say about In-N-Out do they serve the best hamburger in the world? No. Do they serve the best double meat, double cheeseburger for $3.95 in the world? Absolutely. So today's conversation is not about how they do it or about efficiency. What it's about is no one has ever been able to compete with In-N-Out. The lines, the sales per square foot are massive because they have the best burger at this price. Again, I don't want to get into how they do it. Until the last maybe 5 years, this company in Texas called P.Terrys is going after In-N-Out in a big way. Now, here's what's interesting. They are not doing what most people do. They are not imitating. Yes, they serve a hamburger, but look at the colors. Very different. In-N-Out has this very 50s hot rod kind of following. P.Terrys is going for that same kind of 50s, 60s, but they're doing it in a totally different way. They're both throwbacks to America. They're both nostalgic, classic America, but P.Terrys is not trying to imitate. They're trying to be different colors, different architecture. The one thing people complain about at In-N-Out is their French fries. I think P.Terrys has solved that problem with better fries, but they're different. They are both hand cut, but P.Terrys are very small and thin and skinny. In-N-Outs are a little thicker and fatter. P.Terrys is very pepper forward. Their fries have salt and pepper on them. Their hamburger has a lot of pepper on it. In-N-Out goes much more to the sweet flavor. Salt, it's got a really sweet bun, where P.Terrys is more of a savory burger. So it's not a matter of better. Now, if you like pepper, you're gonna say P.Terrys is better. If you don't like pepper, you might say In-N-Out is better. What it's not about in this example is better. It's about different. It's about different. And I want you to keep that in mind. Now, let's look at like McDonald's, for example, the 8,000-pound gorilla in the room, right? When it comes to fast food, they were the original. Let's pay some very close attention to the colors: red, yellow, white. Let's look at Jack in the Box. Red, no yellow. Carl's Jr., red, yellow, white. Wendy's, red, yellow, white, a little bit of black. Burger King, red, yellow, depends on which version of your logo you're looking at. They threw in a little bit of blue. Now, Arbys is kind of the outlier, red. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but let's first think about why are they all using red. Red is a primary color. It's very easy for children to recognize. It's very easy for humans to recognize because it's one of the primary colors. But what's interesting, where I think a lot of these brands have failed, is they all tried to emulate. They all tried to copy McDonald's in some way or another. Now, I can't blame them. During the 50s and 60s, McDonald's was king of everything. But what's interesting is, like, let's look at Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box branding is way more aggressive. Like, just looking here at Jack in the Box, this guy is funny. They do a lot more fun stuff. Look at some of the marketing and stuff that they do. It's much more aggressive. Their flavor profiles are more aggressive. They serve items that are more aggressive. They serve items that are spicier. They do like pickled jalapenos, and they do nacho cheese sauce, and they do spicy tacos and their spicy crispy chicken sandwich, right? So they've tried to separate, not be better, but be different than McDonald's. Carl's Jr., I think the reason Carl's Jr. has always struggled is I think they've always just done what McDonald's has done. Now, they did introduce onion rings a while ago. They have the bacon Western cheeseburger, and those have helped separate them. Again, now, one other thing Carl's Jr. does is they charbroil their burgers. Well, kind of, but they claim that they're charbroiled versus the griddle. They're trying to emulate more of that backyard barbecue flavor. Again, better? Maybe, maybe not. Different? Yes. Wendy's is all about the milkshake. It's all about Frosties. Now, Wendy's has also introduced spicy chicken nuggets. Nobody else has a spicy chicken nugget. I think Burger King does now. But by introducing the spicy chicken nugget, again, better? Maybe. Different? Yes. Now, my son wants Wendy's all the time. We would never eat at Wendy's before, but my son wants Wendy's all the time. He wants spicy chicken nuggets and a chocolate Frosty. Now, he can get chicken nuggets at McDonald's, but not spicy chicken nuggets. And he can get a milkshake at McDonald's, but it's not a chocolate Frosty. It's different. That's what he wants now. He wants Wendy's. Burger King is trying to differentiate themselves. Burger King, have it your way. I can go to any fast food restaurant and have it my way, but at Burger King, they're making that front and center in their marketing. They're also trying to introduce things like chicken fries. They're trying to do things that are a little different. And then we look at Arbys. Arbys, I think, is an up-and-coming fast food brand, but again, Arbys had this boring roast beef. Now, I actually like their roast beef sandwiches. I don't go out of my way for them, but I've liked them, but it's just not popular anymore. And about 5-6 years ago, they brought on a new marketing guy, and they created the We Have the Meats campaign. And now their advertising, their marketing is big and bold and in your face. They're looking for the hungry man at lunch. They're advertising beefy, more, we have the meats, bigger sandwiches, bigger burgers, big beef flavors, brisket sandwiches, things like that you can't get at other places. If all of these restaurants were just serving cheeseburgers, it would be very hard to differentiate themselves. But they all have slightly different flavor profiles, slightly different things that they offer. So as we kind of wrap this up here, let me come back to me here on camera. Again, what I want you to focus on as you're targeting a competitor or going after a specific market is Not that you do food better or that your food is better. I want you to target different. Even if it's hamburger to hamburger, do you have a different bun? Do you have different fries? Do you cook it different? Do you have different sauces that you're known for? Do you have different ingredients? Can your guests order food from you differently? Right? That's one of the other things I'm doing with this brand. The other brand that we're kind of, I don't want to say going after, but working to become as big as, they're the direct competitor. The way that you order at their restaurant is they have 6 or 7, actually they have about 12 different options to order. What we're doing is more of, you pick your meat and then you pick how you want it. Do you want it as a wrap? Do you want it as a burrito? Do you want it as a quesadilla? Do you want it as a kebab? Do you want it as a hoagie? Where the other place has a lot of those items, not all of them, but it's more you order the sandwich. We're trying to do this more build your own model, which I think people are really gonna like. Again, it's different. It may not be better, but it is definitely different. So I want you to focus on the word distinction. I want you to focus on what makes it unique. What about your offering is different? What do you offer that is different than your competitors in the marketplace so you can stand out from them? So when a guest is deciding, do I go to your restaurant or do I go to this other restaurant? The question becomes, well, I really want this thing and your restaurant is the only place that has it, so I have to go to your restaurant. You will lose that sometimes. Once in a while, they'll want something that your competitor has. But if all you do is copy them and emulate them and compete with them at the same things and say, well, yours is better, I can all but promise you that is a very hard game to win, especially in today's market when pretty much all food out there is good or great or epic or just at least at that same bar. So competing on better throughout history has always been a difficult challenge. Compete on different, compete on unique. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I look forward to bringing you another great video just like this. My name is Ryan Gronf with The Restaurant Boss. Don't forget to grab your free copy. Don't forget to grab your free copy of our book, Make It Happen, at our website. And remember, systems create freedom, freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Have an absolutely amazing day. Bye-bye. Make It Happen is the book I wish I had when I was operating restaurants. Inside are the lessons that took me 10 years to learn and 10 more years of teaching to perfect. I've condensed the most important lessons into this tiny book for building a big restaurant business. I am on a mission to improve restaurants all over the world. Because of that, I want to send you a free copy. Grab yours today at therestaurantboss.com.